To Istora Stadium, and after that very, very fiery and intense men's doubles, we turn our attention to women's singles. And it is the former champion, Ratchanok INTANON. 2 times she's been in the final here, won the title 3 years ago, up against last year's beaten finalist, the number 7 seed, Hyun. After that, we'll have men's singles, then another women's singles, then another men's singles, and we'll finish with women's singles as well. Well, when we look at the women's singles draw, obviously, with us showing 3 of the 4 quarterfinals this afternoon, only 1 match has been completed, and that is the World Championship bronze medalist. Chen Yufei has beaten the former world number 1 and number 2 seed here, Akane Yamaguchi. So the match we're about to watch is for the right to play against Chen Yufei in the semi-final tomorrow. Here is the former champion, Ratchanok INTANON. Won the title, as I say, in 2015, beating Yu Hashimoto in the final. Now, this is the 18th meeting between the 2 players. I do hope you had enough time to digest the information there. Ratchanok INTANON has, in fact, won the last 2 occasions, including the last one, which was in Dubai at last year's Super Series finals of the group stage. And it was 2 straight games on that occasion. So Hyun is 26 years of age, although she will turn 27 later this month. She's gone down 1 place in the world ranking this week to number 10. And she has gone up 5 places on the Race to Guangzhou list, the World Tour standings up to 23. 9th consecutive appearance here, and as you can see, her first 2 matches, won in 2 straight games against Beatriz Corrales and Michelle Lee. And not only did she reach the final last year, where she lost to Sayaka Sato in 3 thrilling games, she's also been in a semi-final as well. That was 2012. So to the 23-year-old Ratchanok INTANON, former world number 1, 2 weeks as world number 1 back in April 2016, currently number 4 in the world ranking. Now, 2 finals, as I was saying, winning in 2015 and being beaten in the final the year prior to that. But the last 2 years, despite being seeded both years, she's lost in the first round. So a welcome return to form here in Istora for Ratchanok. Fitriani was her opponent in the very first round, and then the reigning world junior champion, Gregoria Mariska Tunjun of Indonesia. Needed 3 games for that one. So these 2 players, between them, 3 finals here at the Indonesian Open, as we look at our umpire, Richard Bramley from New Zealand, Toi Tsutomo of Japan. And I don't know if you remember last year's finals, Dean, but it was an absolute marathon that this lady had, Hyun, against Sayaka Sato, 1 hour and 17 minutes. And she was overwhelming favourite.
Yeah, very surprising win for Sayaka Sato, who had a good result in the first round here, beating Carolina Marin, but then lost to a player we're going to see later today, Kirsty Gilmore.
Yes, and a big occasion for Kirsty Gilmore, first ever quarter-final at this level of tournament. Hoping to become the first British player into the women's singles semi-final for 14 years. Kirsty Gilmore later on. But for this lady, today is a 4th quarter-final here at the Indonesia Open. Coach's bench for Hyun, Kim Ji-hyun.
Korea. And on my left, Ratchanok INTANON, Thailand. Ratchanok INTANON to serve. Level. Play.
So the former world #1, former world champion, Ratchanok INTANON, getting this quarterfinal underway.
It's over.
Now, we were a little bit concerned about Ratchanok last week, weren't we, Steen?
Yes,
about
we were.
her knee, whether she was 100% fit.
Yeah. But I saw her play yesterday against Gregoria Mariska Chung, and that went well.
Over.
But
All.
can't help still worry a little bit because she's going on to play her home event next week, and it seems like the strapping on that right knee gets larger and larger.
Over. 2, 1.
Oh, that's a lovely punch clear.
Fantastic clear.
Over. 2, all.
Drift the same as it's been other days.
Alongside drift is definitely the same. The sideways drift is probably also the same, but in the beginning of the matches that I've seen here, which is from match 4 and onwards,
3.
I thought it was a little different in that fourth match. So I've already forgotten what match it was. It was the men's singles. Yeah, it seemed like the drift was right to left. I still feel it's left to right. So maybe they were just a little bit inaccurate.
Yeah.
The two men's singles players.
3, 4.
And also we can see the commercial banners in here. They're still moving quite a bit. But we have one of the situations
4,
where
3.
there's no Indonesians on the courts right now, so a number of the spectators have taken a little break.
Yes, and there's plenty to do around the Astora Stadium. Have a go at badminton yourself. Merchandise stores, eating facilities.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Great event.
Yeah.
Over. 4, all.
By some Morgan shot from Ratchanok.
Over. 5.
We also saw Sung last week, and I was actually also a little bit concerned on her behalf in terms of stamina, but won the first 2 matches quite convincingly here.
Yes, last week she lost to Go Jin Wei of Malaysia in the second round. Yeah, that's a disappointing shot from Ratchanok. Yeah. One well wide, one halfway down the net.
Raises question marks. Well, if you look for small cues as to whether what we discussed just a while ago is a problem today.
Over.
The right knee.
5, 6.
Just wide.
Yeah. Yesterday
Over.
in the match against the world junior champion, Ratchanok lost the second game on the side that she's playing now, the far side of the court. So for her, probably the side here that's the better one. Oh,
It was well up, wasn't it? Yeah, good smash too. Well, this may be the 18th time that they played against each other. And Sung Ji Hyun with the narrowest of margin on the previous encounters, having won 9 of the previous 17. But they did meet here at the Indonesian Open in 2012 in the very first round, and Sung Ji Hyun won that one.
Yeah, her lead is basically built before Ratchanok became world champion. After that, she's won 3 matches, Sung Ji Hyun, over a 5-month period. And we know that Ratchanok's form have been...
5-year period, you mean?
No, the first victories came before Ratchanok became the world champion, and then the last 3 victories came within a 5-month period from December 16 to to May 17. That's a 6-month period. Though I wasn't that good at math in school. So, given that we've seen Ratchanok having some dips in form once in a while, I think if both players were totally fit today, my bet would be with the former world champion.
Over. 6, 9.
Can't really afford errors on the return of serve like that. Not at this level. Pushed it long.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because I think actually that both players, I think Sung's preferred side is the opposite to Ratchanok. So I think both players are starting on their non-preferred side, so to speak.
Interesting.
Because this side here forces Sung to play a playing style that's very different from the one she normally plays. It forces her to attack more.
Over.
And then again, it might just be really good for her against Ratchanok, because it's much better that you have the initiative than the technical, brilliant player from Thailand.
Oh, yes. Well, the cross-court backhand clear from Sung Ji Hyun. Nowhere near the back of the court, that one.
Over.
And it got what it deserved.
10.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, deception.
What a rally. Oh, that's good clear. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, she missed it. She missed it. Would you believe it?
Over. 11, 9. Interval.
So it is last year's beaten finalist who has a 2-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Oh my goodness me, what a fabulous rally to get us there. It's got to be the longest rally of the match so far as well. Here she's built the opening. Sung Ji Hyun was not back in her base position.
I'm not sure the players notice each other's faces while playing the rally. Otherwise, it must be
20 seconds.
very disheartening for Sung to see Ratchanok smiling while the rally is going on.
Coach, return to your chair.
Well, we still have no idea how long that rally was, but I know it was lung busting.
Ratchanok. The coach must leave the court. 20 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I hope you heard that. Richard Bramley saying to
11,
Ratchanok,
9,
the coach must leave
play.
at 20 seconds. It's the player who would be penalised if the coach doesn't leave. Is that right, Steen?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
12, 9.
Missed it. Oh, she's challenging that.
Ratchanok INTANON challenges.
I fear that will be a wasted challenge.
Out.
I saw that as out, didn't you?
Yeah, I still think she missed it.
So Hawkeye will adjudicate for us. Yeah, clearly out.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 13, 9.
That's good clear again. Oh, lovely drop.
Another good rally. Wow, that was short here.
Oh, my word. Oh, she's missed another one when she had built the rally.
Shuttle.
Yeah, in fact, there were several lifts or clears that were very short in that rally, Steen, and I thought very early on in the rally that Sung Ji Hyun should have perhaps done more with a very short clear.
Yeah.
14, 9. Play.
Yeah,
Shot.
that's overdone it.
Backhand cross from Sung Ji Hyun.
15,
You know,
9.
given what you said earlier, Steen, about the fact that Sung Ji Hyun is being forced to play in a different way to her normal style because she can't really play fast to the back because it's going to go long, and she's playing more attacking. I'm thinking to myself, why doesn't she play like this the whole time?
Yeah.
Because she's doing really well. I like this style. I think it's more effective for her.
And that was what we expected to see, this development, that she was going to control a little bit more, going to develop different kinds of attacking shots and follow-ups on the front court. So maybe she should play with the drift all the time in practice. Put two big fans up behind her court.
And create an extra drift.
I think from watching the shuttle's flight on those clears here just in front of me, I think the sideways drift is left to right just a little bit. Wow. That was the first point Ratchanok scored since that long rally. The first good rally we had at 10-9.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hyun, 17.
Well, that's at least 2 errors on the return of serve from Sung Ji-hyun.
17.
Oh yes, that's a nice smash. I do like her play when she's been more positive and more aggressive, hitting in a downward direction.
18, 11.
And whether she'll be able to continue that in the second game remains to be seen. Yeah. Forced to play one extra shot there, Sung Ji-hyun, because of the good reactions from Ratchanok.
19, 11.
Just like Ratchanok with that delicate technique, can't really get that extra power in her shots. It's simply not the way she does it. She would have to use a bit more arm with her shots, and difficult for her.
Another error, and that error gifts
20.
game point opportunities
Game point.
to Sung Ji-hyun.
11.
Oh, that's well wide.
Over. 12, 20.
It's gone wide. Second time of asking, and last year's beaten finalist wins the opening game against the former champion.
21, 12.
21-12, as confirmed by the umpire. 18 minutes for that opening game. And Ratchanok INTANON is going to have to up her game, that's for certain, if she wants to be playing tomorrow at the semi-final stage.
Yeah, and that's what's also coming to my mind with it. She unconsciously knows that she has to play next week on home soil in Bangkok. There will be a lot of focus on her.
Focus and expectation, and therefore pressure.
Exactly. So, still unconsciously, perhaps she don't have the same hunger to win a match like this, but she could prove us, or me, deadly wrong coming out to this second game here. And she's done it before, won 3 tournaments in a row.
Yeah. That was 2016, India, Malaysia and Singapore. 3 Super Series events in 3 weeks. No singles player had ever done that before. So she's remarkable. I think coach is going to have to do some hard work with her right now.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
And it becomes a bigger and bigger challenge, in my opinion, giving this new World Tour, which is fantastic and absolutely brilliant. But especially this year, there's a lot of other tournaments, a lot of championships. So managing your
Bubble.
Season schedule becomes an increasingly more important discipline as a top player. Yeah, just giving it an extra look. Sung Ji-hyun. I think she was really tempted to challenge.
Yeah, but you also, not only managing your tournaments, you've also got to manage your challenges in a match, and above all, in a game.
Where you're one game up.
Yeah. Quite frankly, I don't think it's worth it. You need
on the opponent's back line.
Yeah.
You should stay away from it. Playing up against the drift, there's a big chance that the linesman got it right.
1 all.
Or playing up against the drift actually works against that argument, but still.
I sort of feel that this lady, Sung Ji-hyun, is due a big win. She hasn't been playing particularly well this year. She's gone down one place in the world ranking this week to number 10, has been as high as 2. Semi-final at the Asian Championships, but on the World Tour, hasn't bettered this stage, a quarter-final.
Over.
Yeah.
2 all.
I don't know. There's not so many surprises. I mean, given that all of the players use video preparation, there's not that many surprises in her games. It seems like there's always one of the other top players that's on form that can beat her.
3 2.
As long as she's in the tournament, she has a chance.
Yep.
Look how short it was. Was
4
just short of the first
2.
back line there.
Four straight points, and if you're a Ratchanok fan, I think you'll be a little concerned right now. Oh, that's well wild as well.
6
Totally out of sorts
2.
today.
Yeah, it's a little like she doesn't want to play too long rallies, seems to me.
Straight points. And it's the run of points. I'm not used to seeing Ratchanok losing run of points like this.
Yeah, and also the way she sort of conducts herself on court. She walks a bit more slowly than normally, I think.
8 2.
So normally if you don't find the lines, we'll then play with some more margin, start using the body smashes a little bit more. I have a feeling she's going to go for the lines still. Gone long.
Yeah. Just not in it at all at the moment.
No, no.
Former world champion.
And I think it's almost gone.
9 2.
This is about to be Sung Ji-hyun's match to lose.
Just long. And finally that run comes to an end, but 8 straight points.
9
Kim Ji-hyun and Agustui Santoso on the Korean coaching bench.
Over.
Well,
10-3.
this is certainly not the form that we usually see from Ratchanok INTANON.
Over. 4-10.
For Sung, I would go all in now the next 1, 2, 3 rallies to get a good lead going into the interval, so that Ratchanok doesn't get any ideas that she could be back in this match.
Five, 10.
Yes, good smash.
Just move them inside the lines now.
Six, 10.
Nice push. Yeah. And that's hold and push
Over.
from the backhand
11,
side down the
6.
Ratchanok forehand
Hit a
side.
ball.
Serving Sung Ji-hyun very well indeed. And indeed she does go to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage. Yeah, that was the one. But there is a glimmer of hope now for INTANON. 5
There
points is not insurmountable.
We saw it in the men's doubles before this match, where the Danes had an 11-6 lead in the second game, and in double quick time that had vanished as
Court 1,
Sukamuljo
20
and
seconds.
Gideon went on
Court
to
1, 20
win the
seconds.
match in 3 games.
Coach. 11-6. Play.
Long.
Yeah. I
12,
wonder if Ratchanok is feeling okay. Because her whole, you noticed it with her body language.
Yeah.
She seems lethargic. She seems, you know, she was showing her disappointment after that last rally. That's gone on as well.
Yeah.
And I can tell you again, a look of disappointment after the rally.
13-6.
I think the prospect of playing a tournament on home soil next week, together with her knee that
Over.
perhaps is okay, but needs taking care of, cannot be overworked. I think that that means that if she can get easy through this match, then she'll take it. Otherwise, I think she's more tempted to getting home and preparing for next week. Always a bigger stress factor on the home soil players. It's nice to play on home soil because you have the support of the audience, and you can have your favorite food and stuff like that. But it's also much more stressful because there's a lot more people who want a piece of you, wants to get some autographs, can I get an interview and stuff like that. So
Over.
it's not only
14.
positives playing on home soil.
Yeah.
7. Over. 8, 14. Play.
Well, another mistimed shot there from Ratchanok. I don't think she likes playing against players who are great retrievers anyway, Steen. I think that she's got such lovely shots that she expects them
15.
to either be a winner or to force a weak reply. And then when players who are particularly good at retrieving, and I think that Sungji Hyun is a very good retriever of the shuttle, I think she struggles a little bit.
Yeah. That's the nature of it. I mean, you can direct your opponent with your great technical skills, but on the other hand, a good retriever can force you to play one more shot than your touch or form, so to speak, can bear.
Oh.
Like that one.
Yeah.
And that. And that.
Oh, yes.
So she basically had to win this 4 times.
Yeah.
Ratchanok INTANON challenges called
Oh,
out.
was it called out?
Oh, I don't believe it. I saw that as clearly in. Oh, no wonder she's challenging. We are some distance from it. Let's see what Hawkeye says.
That was a ridiculous call, in my opinion, but
Yeah.
apparently not, because I thought it was much more in than that.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, good challenge.
Ten, 15.
Wide.
And it's a win or bust shot. It was not designed to come back.
Over. 16, 10.
And when players play those kind of shots, it's mostly bust.
That one has definitely gone long.
17, 10.
Excellent play by Sung.
18, 10.
Gets behind it.
But it really does make me wonder why she doesn't play a more attacking style most of the time. Two points away from victory now, Sungji Hyun.
Of course, there will be some difficulties in the beginning, and she will get tired, and opponents will counter her. But as she gets more and more used to it, she'll overall get to be a better player. Good shot.
That's beautiful. Lovely way to bring up match point opportunities.
20. Match point. 10.
Oof, it almost came back in.
It's over. 11, 20.
One suspects it's delaying the inevitable. Yeah.
Go.
So symmetry in the scoreline from both games, 21-12, 21-12. And the former champion, Ratchanok INTANON, really not at the races today. 36 minutes for Sung Ji-hyung's
Match won by
victory.
Sung Ji-hyung. 21-12, 21-12.
Well, she was positive from the start. Last year's beaten finalist, Sung Ji-hyung. And that paid dividends. And it's good to see her back to good form. Yeah. So 21-12, 21-12 in 36 minutes.